So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. So, I'm back with another Bulls video. As you can see by the title, I will be talking about Ayo Dosunmu and 3 reasons why he was the steal of the draft. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up guys, KT here, back at it with another Bulls video. You know what, I haven't been able to do a lot of Bulls videos since there really hasn't been much going on other than the regular up and down struggles of the season. But I just want to, I want to pop in and give my thoughts on the Bulls rookie guard. Now, these past few games have really opened, these past few months have really opened my eyes about Ayo Dosunmu. Now, a little bit of context. Ayo Dosunmu, to me, should have been a first-round pick. I watched his game against Loyola in the March Madness tournament, and if you overall watch his game, he was the Big Ten All-American. He has his jersey retired at Illinois, so he was a pretty good player coming out of college. The first point I want to make about Ayo Dosunmu is that he plays with a chip on his shoulder, and it's not like a Russell Westbrook style of play, or a Russell Westbrook chip on his shoulder, or a Damian Lillard chip on his shoulder. No, it's the chip on his shoulder that he felt like he should have been drafted earlier than what he was. He was a second-round pick. He fell all the way down to a second-round pick, despite how good he's been for the Bulls this season. Now, obviously the guards that went over him, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, maybe not Josh Giddey. I didn't see Josh Giddey being drafted that high. But Franz Wagner, those guys are all very good guards. But you could see with Dosunmu, even from summer league to the preseason, you could see that he was playing with a chip on his shoulder. He was going at people with a chip at his shoulder, on his shoulder. He was playing very well, and you know what? I think he uses why he wasn't drafted in the first round as motivation to be better, to make himself better as a player. So that's one thing. He has the motivation to be a great player in this league. Not a good player, a great player in this league. So that's one thing I like about him, and one thing coming out of the draft that I knew that was going to play a key role in why he was drafted to the Chicago Bulls is that he was going to come here with a chip on his shoulder. Point number 2, his overall intangibles and attributes and all this on the court, on his play, they're phenomenal. There's just talent everywhere. This guy reeks of talent. Like, what guard do you know plays as tough defense on somebody else's best player than Ayo Dosunmu? And I'm not saying there aren't any guards that do that, but as far as a rookie guard, this is a rookie guard playing tough defense on the other team's best defender on most nights. His playmaking. He's a rookie guard that has to take up the role of a playmaker and a point guard on a contending team where your 2 other best starting point guards, basically starters at this point in Caruso and Ball, are injured. And for him to take that mantle, to take that next step to being that fill-in point guard these past few games, he has been phenomenal. He's stepped into a starting role phenomenally. There's not many guys that can play on offense, then turn right back around and play defense on the opposing team's best player. Surprisingly, the lack of, for the worries that people had about his lack of shooting ability, he does not shoot that bad, to be honest. I don't know his percentages from what I see from my eyes. It could be a little bit better. He can get a little bit better at a 3-point shot, but he's really developing his mid-range shot. And I think that has something to do with the guards on the team. The 2 starting guards are 2 stars, really, and Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. More preferably, DeMar DeRozan with his mid-range shot. He's teaching Ayo. But The worry about Ayo coming out of college is that he couldn't shoot. He was a 2 guard that couldn't shoot. And surprisingly, he was a scorer in college. Like, I watched this dude in college. He was a scorer. A very good scorer too. But as he's made the transition to the NBA, you're starting to see what he can really do when he needs to. He can play make. His shooting has gotten better as the season has went on, and his defense, just his play on the court is amazing for a rookie guard on a contending team. Most of these other guards like Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Green, all very good guards. Franz Wagner as well, all very good guards. None of them are playing on a contending team. This guy is an important piece on a contending team. There's not many rookie guards that are on a contending team that you can take out of the game, and it changes the whole dynamic of the lineup. And when the Bulls take Ayo Dosunmu out of the game, especially now that you don't have Caruso and Ball, the lineup, the play on the court changes. Their defense slacks off, their effort slacks off, their playmaking ability slacks off. So, and then when you put him back in the game, it makes an immediate difference. There's not many rookie guards on a contending team, not a rebuilding team, a contending team, that have that much impact. There's not many guards like Dosunmu that have that much impact on a contending team, and that's what I like about him for the Chicago Bulls. Now, the final point before I end the video is that number 3, you would think Ayo plays like a veteran. You would think he's a veteran. The way he's able to play offense, come back down, guard your other team's best player, hustle out there on the floor, able to inspire the lineup to play better defense. That's veteran stuff. The fact that he's willing to learn from 2 other all-stars on his team, that's veteran stuff. He's not a star, but he can be, because he's going to last in this league a long time. I hope the Bulls keep him in the foreseeable future. I know he has a 2-year rookie deal, I think, but I hope they keep him for a long time. He lives and breathes Chicago energy. He's from here. I would assume that he enjoys playing for the Chicago Bulls. This is like a dream. And the fact that he gives his effort on every night, he's a teachable player. When you take him out of the lineup, things start to change about the Bulls team. His hustle every night. He's able to hustle for loose balls. He's able to guard the opposing player's best player, the opposing team's best player. We've seen those games against Trae Young. Trae Young really couldn't do anything with him, especially in that second matchup. Ayo Dosunmu was in Trae Young's head in that second matchup. There's not many guys that get into Trae Young's head like that. And, that just shows he's mature. He doesn't have outbursts. Occasional foul calls can get him a little bit irritated, but he's mature. He doesn't take dumb shots. He's a very smart player. Takes care of the ball, surprisingly, for a rookie. So, you would think that this guy was a veteran. But he's not. He's a rookie. And before I end the video, I just want to say there's so much more that he can learn, and there's so much potential and talent in Ayo Dosunmu that in a few years you could be looking at another star guard for the Chicago Bulls. I personally think that he was the steal of the draft. Personally, to me, there's no other guard doing what Ayo Dosunmu is doing right now on a contending team. Jalen Green has been good. He will probably be the rookie of the year next to Evan Mobley. But there's no other guard doing with what Ayo is doing every single night for the Chicago Bulls. He's been able to step into that role while Ball and Caruso are away and be effective. So, that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Follow me on social media. Leave your opinion about Ayo in the comment section, and I am out. Peace.